Good morning and welcome to Mike Ferry TV. It is the week of July 22nd, the week after the Superstar Retreat. If you were there, hope you had a great time, and I hope you're already starting to implement the ideas we gave to you on how to take 25, 50, 75 plus listings from now until Christmas time. If after being there you can't figure out what to do, you're never going to figure out what to do, believe me. Now, if you missed the retreat, we're doing it again in Miami in mid-October, in case you missed it. So we'd love to have you right on the beach at the beautiful Lowe's Hotel, Miami Beach, Florida, in October. Okay, today's topic is a difficult topic, and what we've noticed the last several weeks, and I brought this up to you 3 or 4 weeks ago, is that the attendance, the viewership, has been dropping each week as we move farther and farther away from the obvious ideas of listing and selling real estate. What we have to understand, guys and gals, is the first half of the Mike Ferry sales system is bringing business in. The second half is keeping it and building a very predictable, duplicatable business for yourself. So you really have to understand these topics we're talking about, and I'm sorry that we're losing viewership, but the truth is, it's critical to a long-term business. So today's topic, you're going to love this one, is of course, how do we provide the highest level of customer service for all of our customers? So again, I've written down a series of points. I'll read you the first one. There is a very direct correlation between the income we receive and the level of service that we offer. If you want to improve your income, improve your service. If you've been to my seminars in the past, you've heard me say this time and time again. There's always a direct correlation between the service I extend, the service I give, and the income I get back. Which in essence means if you're sitting here today at the end of July watching this particular TV program, it means that somewhere, somehow, you don't have the money you want, which is too bad. It means that somebody has decided that what you do is not any good. The service you offer is not the caliber or quality of service they want. So the only way we can improve our income is to improve the service. How do we improve the service? We have to develop a stronger mindset. We obviously have to develop much stronger skills to improve the quality of service. So the second point I wrote down, which is really the common thing among all the top producers we work with all over the world, make customer service your obsession, because the repeat and referral business always follows when customer service is your obsession. It's interesting. I'm very lucky. I get any place from 150 to 250 emails a day from agents saying how much they're taking advantage of what we teach and how well it's working for them and the great results they get. And then I'll get probably once a month a very detailed, very, very nasty email from somebody saying how bad my company is and how terrible we are and how rotten our customer service is. Now, anytime that happens, I look at that very carefully. And then I do some research to find out, did we really do something haywire? Now, in most cases, I have to admit, what they didn't like were the policies and procedures that we choose to follow as a company. Now, the clients you're working with have a choice to work with you or somebody else. When you make the service you offer your obsession, when you're excited, you're determined, you're motivated to provide the highest quality service, it brings you long-term business. You will never get a lot of letters of people complaining when customer service is your obsession. The third point I wrote down, customer service always starts with regular communication. It always does. It always has. It always will. And if you think about it, whether it be a listing in process or a sale in process or just calling every 7 to 10 days to update them as to what's going on, that communication is what attracts and brings people to you. It's also what keeps people with you. See, that communication is almost a little latch on the door that keeps them attached to you because that's what you're trying to accomplish. The next point I wrote down, start the process of under-promising and over-delivering, okay? It's much better than over-promising and under-delivering. You don't need to walk into a house and make promises you can't keep. You don't need to say to a buyer or seller, here's what I do, knowing in essence you're never going to do it. See, one thing that I'm very clear on, when you've done the kind of work we've done for as long as we have, I would rather deliver more and better service than give you less. For any of you that have been around for a long time with the Mike Ferry organization, what you've seen is the continual add-on of other types of services to what we already do. We're always trying to improve by under-promising and over-delivering. The next point I wrote down, you probably need to block out 2 hours each week to call all your buyers and sellers, update them, keep them informed, communicate with them. If you have to leave a message, keep them informed of what goes on as a method of letting them understand that you know what's going on and that anything that has to be done, you can take care of it for them. And then I wrote down next, the qualities of reliability, dependability, and honesty are what they're looking for. Practice these 3 qualities. Look at reliability. Are you reliable? When a seller lists with you, can they count on you? Dependable. I said I'm going to call you once a week and you don't call. Is that being dependable? And honesty. Tell them the truth. Because see, the truth is, even if you lose a transaction because you told the truth, you're better off telling the truth. And then, of course, I wrote down next point, your customers are always going to be your biggest asset. Treat them with respect. Are you really taking care of the customers you have? Have you developed a very solid customer service plan for yourself? It may be as simple as picking up the phone once a week and calling and saying hello. See, decide upon the fact that your customers are your most important asset and they're what's going to allow you to build a bigger business in the future. And of course, the last point I've got for today is that the highest level of service that you can offer a seller is getting the property sold. And the highest level of service to a transaction process is getting that transaction closed. How well do you do those 2 things? You see, guys and gals, if we take and look at each prospect and customer and put a value for today, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000, and then we put a second value as to what they can bring us in future business. Can this customer, if I do my job right, bring me 2, 3 transactions over the next 3 years? And if my average commission check is $8,000 and they bring me 3, that client is going to bring me $24,000 in commissions. How should I be treating that client today? What level of respect should I be giving them, and what level of respect do they expect that I'm going to always deliver? So I wrote down a couple thoughts for you, okay? Make customer service your obsession. Customer service is how you develop business today and in the future. And remember, the highest level of service you can offer is doing the job that you told them you're going to do. Always under-promise and over-deliver, and you'll always have clients for life. See you guys and gals next week.